My name is Ernesto, and today we are going to talk about lexical categories. Okay, so the question is, what are lexical categories? And well, when we talk about lexical categories, we are talking about classes of words like this: noun, verb, adjective, preposition, adverb, determiner, auxiliary verb, conjunction, and the Greek word. More ahead, we will analyze one by one. Now, all the words belong to one of these categories, so we are going to write three words and check which of them they belong to. So I'm going to write three words like this: red, run, and da. I'm going to choose another color. Okay, well, red is a noun because it's the way that we name the colors. Run, it's a verb because it's an action, and that is an article. But another way that we name is a determiner. A determiner. Okay. So now we are going to analyze every one of the lexical categories. And we are going to start with nouns. Next, okay. Well, nouns are the way we name things around us. For example, a noun, it could be a person, place, animal, or thing. Like this. So a noun is a person, place, animal, or thing. Okay, and we are going to start for analyze these pictures. What is this? It's an animal, okay. And the question is, how do we name this animal? Yes, we name it dog. Next picture. I'm going to write dog. Okay. So next picture. What is this? Yes, it's a boy. And how do we name this person? Yes, we name it boy. The last picture is this. And the question is, what is this? Yes, it's a place. So, how do we name this place? Yes, we name it home. I'm going to write home. So, how we could see nouns is the way we name things, person, and places. The next topic or next lexical category is personal pronouns. Now we are going to analyze personal pronouns. Personal pronoun is a short word. We use a simple substitute for the proper name of a person. So here we have two sentences in which we will identify the subject and which we are going to substitute for a pronoun. I'm going to write two sentences. Okay, Maria Maria is beautiful. Maria is beautiful. Okay. Another sentence. It could be Miguel y José run. Miguel and José run. Okay. So now we are going to identify a subject in these sentences. So first, what is the subject? The question is, what is the subject in those sentences? And the subject is a part of a sentence that contains a person or thing performing the action in a sentence. Now we can identify the subject in these sentences. In the first sentence, Maria is the subject because Maria is the one who is spoken in the sentences. Maria is the subject. In the second sentence, Miguel y José, or Miguel and José, are the subject because they are who do the action in the sentence. So now, how can we replace those personal names with a pronoun? Remember, pronoun is the short version. We are going to replace Maria for she like this, and I'm going to choose another color like blue. It's okay. So we are going to replace Maria for the personal pronoun. Maria is she. So the sentence become this. She is beautiful. Okay, Maria is the subject, and we replace for the personal pronoun she. And the next sentence is Miguel and Jose run. Miguel and Jose are the subject, and we replace like with they. So they, we are going to write they run. Miguel and Jose are the subject. Now we replace with the pronoun they. So we are going to see next topic. Well, next lexical category. So the next lexical category is adjectives. So we are going to analyze adjective. And what is that? What is an adjective? Well, adjective is a word that tells us more about noun. So it describes or modifies a noun. Remember, describe and modify. So I'm going to choose one of these sentences. For example, the weather is hot. Okay, in this sentence, we are talking about the weather, but adverb hot. We are describing or modify this noun. So hot is the adjective. Another example, it could be another sentence like this. And the bag is big. So the bag is the noun, and the word big is the adjective because this word describing it this step back, or asking the question what the back is like. So remember, adjectives describe and modify the nouns. So we are going to see next lexical category, that is verbs. Okay, well, verb is a kind of word that tells us about an action or a state. For example, here we can see some verbs or actions that we do, like walk, jump, sleep, climb, and sit. Um, Example more clarified we can see in the next sentence. For example, I'm going to write a sentence. Okay, black. So I walk every day. Okay. Well, in this case, when well, I'm going to choose another color and walk. Okay. Walk is it's a verb. Is the action that I do. Okay. Walk it's the verb. Well, the next topic is adverbs. An adverb describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It tells us how, where, when, how much, and with what frequency. For example, how, where, when, how much, and how often. Adverbs are a very broad collection of words that may describe how, where, or when an action took place. For example, I'm going to write one sentence like this. Okay. I play here football. I play here football. So we can see that the word here, I'm going to choose another color. This here. Okay. Well, we can see that the word here it's the adverb because describes where play football here. So the word here we can see in this part where yes here it's a kind of adverb. Okay, so another example it could be I'm going to erase this part. Okay, and I'm going to write another sentence like this. You always sorry for the letter. You always wake up early. Wake up early. Okay. So in this case, the word always is the adverb because ask the questions how often do you wake up early? Well, I wake up early. Or you always wake up early. And in this case, we can see the word always in this part with the question how often. Always. Always is the adverb. Okay. Remember, uh, adverbs ask the question how, where, and when. Okay. So uh, let's go to the next lexical category. In this case, it's prepositions. Okay. The prepositions are a word that shows the relationships between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or element in the rest of the sentence. Okay, and I'm going to example of sentence like this. The policeman the policeman works with his brother. With his brother. The sentence is the policeman works with his brother. So the word with another color the preposition. Well, the word with is the preposition because it's the link between the noun, in this case it's policeman, and the complement his brother. Lexical category it's determiners. Okay, so the determiners are words placed in front of a noun to make it clear what the noun refers to. Okay, so and they can be articles like word, a, and the. For example, in the sentence like this, uh, the school is big. The school is big. Okay. Well, in this case, the determiner it's an article that is this, the. Okay, like this is a type of determiner. Okay, determiner. Going to learn syntax analysis. So first, we are going to identify some elements that we can find in a sentence. In this case, constituents are components of a sentence. So the next constituent is S or the letter S. The letter S means sentence. Okay, the next one is MP. MP means noun phrase. Okay, so the next one is PP. PP means prepositional phrase, and the last one is BP, that means verb phrase. So in a sentence, we can find two principal constituents: a noun phrase and a verb phrase. Okay, for example, in this case, Fatima loves pizza. The noun phrase is Fatima because it contains a noun, and the verb phrase is loves pizza because it contains a verb that is loves. Okay, so the next one is noun phrase, and where we can find a noun firstly. Okay, the another elements in parentheses are optional. For example, determiner, adjective, and a prepositional phrase. For example, the noun phrase in this case is the blue car, where we have a noun that is the blue car. Okay, the noun is all sentence. Okay, so the next one is prepositional phrase. Mm, uh, where we can find a preposition and a noun phrase. For example, in the blue car, the preposition is in. So the noun phrase is the blue car. Okay, and the last one is a verb phrase. In this case, we can find a verb and the another elements like a noun phrase, a prepositional phrase, and adverb are optional. Okay. Now we are going to do a syntax analysis in a tree diagram with the next sentence, that is teacher works. So first we should identify the element in our sentence. In this case we have a noun phrase and verb phrase. Okay, so we underline. Teacher, it's a noun phrase. Okay, because it contains the noun. The noun is teacher. Now another color, works. It's a verb phrase because it contains a verb. So we put verb phrase. Okay. And now we are doing in a tree diagram this sentence. So first we put the letter S up in this way. Okay, letter S means sentence. And down we draw two lines this way. And now we put noun phrase and verb phrase. So again we draw another line down and we put teacher. And the last we put another line down and we put works, because works is the verb in the teacher, or in this case teacher is the noun phrase because it's a noun. So this is the way how we should do a tree diagram. Okay. So now we have another sentence. Well, it's the same sentence, but in this case we add this part. Okay, in the school. So we identify the element, that is noun phrase and verb phrase. So we underline with this color. Teacher is a noun phrase and works in the school. It's a verb phrase. In this case, this part is a prepositional phrase. Okay, so First we put letter S. Now we draw two lines. By this side we put noun phrase, and down we put teacher. Teacher is the noun. Okay. Now we put a verb phrase. In this case, we put two lines. First, we put the verb. The verb is works. Okay. After we have a new element, that is prepositional phrase. Okay, prepositional phrase, it contains a preposition and noun phrase again. Okay, so we put prepositional phrase, and down we draw two lines, and in this one we put P because it's a preposition that in this case it's in. Okay, and now we put MP, that means noun phrase, and we put another two lines, and first we put the terminal, that is an article, that is the. Okay, and the last we put noun, letter N means noun, and the last we put the word school. The only difference between this sentence and the another it's that we put this part. So this part it's a prepositional phrase, and it contains a preposition and noun phrase again. Okay, and noun phrase contain a noun. Okay. I think that we are going to work with this same screen, but we just add a word, okay, in this sentence. So we are going to erase this part. Okay, choose. Okay. Oh. And now we are going to add adverb. Okay, so the adverb it's now. It's the same sentence, but now just add the word now. Okay. And we are going to do the same. We are identifying the elements. Okay, noun phrase and verb phrase. So we underline with this color, and we put here. We put it here. So we put noun phrase, and this part we put verb phrase. It's the same. all this part, it's a prepositional phrase. Okay. And we have the same. So the first, sorry, we put the letter S, and after we put two lines by this side, we put MP, that means noun phrase, and the noun phrase, it contains a noun that in this case is teacher. The noun is teacher. So now we put BP, that means verb phrase, that contains a verb phrase and a prepositional phrase. It's the same, but now we put another line, black, that contains this part that is an adverb. Okay, so we put adverb or ADV, and we put another line down, and we write the word now. Okay, it's the same. Now we have a prepositional phrase that it contains a preposition that is in, and then we put another line that it contains a noun phrase. In this case, this noun phrase, it contains a determiner that is da. Da, it's an article, okay, and the noun in this case is school. Okay, so we can support with this picture. Here we have all the elements. Okay,